everyone, and happy holidays. So I decided to share with you this journey a lot differently than when I shared with you my first egg freezing and retrieval journey. I decided to take my time to put everything out just because I also knew that this was going to be a lot more intense, and it was also going to require me to just be like at ease when it came to like this whole second round of treatment and having to go under to have my eggs retrieved and frozen. If you haven't seen my first video, there's full details about the whole journey of egg freezing. In this journey of mine, you will be seeing in live time, just I decided to wait and put it as a compilation. The only thing that I would say was different for me this time than last time was the first time I was scared out of my mind because I didn't know what to expect. And this time I expected to expect what I expected, and that's what threw me off. This is safe to say that not every cycle is the same, just like not every woman is the same. The trees are looking a little bit different. Fall is officially here. Goodbye, summer. Getting blood work. So the reason why I get my blood work and ultrasound done every 3 days is because we have to see whether the medication we need to increase or decrease the dosage based on my levels of hormones and also on the size and count of my eggs. I'm about to show you a sped up version of my consultation. It was pretty long and lengthy, but since you guys and girls have never seen me on the table or what that even looks like for me, I just wanted to show you a little glimpse of what it is. So this is the ultrasound. This goes into an area to be able to look at the pelvis, the uterus, and all that stuff. I have to get dressed into that. I'll be right back. All right.
Pressure and cold shower. I have a question, Stania.
Yep.
Did you get your period or not yet?
I did get my period. I got my period on Wednesday, and I'm still
waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a little more to shed.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Okay.
There's your left ovary. I'm so sorry. I'm really
No,
pushing.
sure.
You okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. On the left, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I know that since my last visit, I am now told that I have to continue the same amount of medication that I was on. That's 450 units of Follistin and 50 units of the low dose. And we're just crossing our fingers until my next visit, and I will let you know how that goes. Good morning, everybody. Okay, so I'm walking up to RMA. I have been on Follistin 450 units and low dose of my HCG, 50 units, and it's time to get my ultrasound and blood work done today. Let's go. I have to make sure that I am who I am. Yep. Just hold the fist for me. Okay. Alright, small pinch. Have a good day. Have you too. And relax your pulse. And we're back here. Gonna do an ultrasound to see how the eggs are doing. And later on, I'll hear from my nurse, Anne, and see what the game plan is next. This time around, we're doing it a little bit more aggressive in terms of like the treatment plan that we're going for, so that we can get hopefully more eggs the second time around. So today's visit was a little bit hard on me. I think it was because I just freaked myself out and I'm gonna share this clip. I didn't get to share it on my IG stories when I did post it, but I do want it to be here in this vlog because I know that one of my biggest messages when I speak about anything that I've experienced, gone through, or overcame, I like to be raw, honest, and transparent. And with it, that vulnerability allows people to also be vulnerable and feel comfortable and be bare and true. So there's less than 10 on both sides. Honestly, I don't even know how I really feel about all this. It is emotionally a lot. I don't know how I have less eggs now than when I was on my period. I don't know if it's because I was shedding and now my eggs are growing. Okay, everybody, so this is my new visit was today. I had my blood work and ultrasound earlier today. Everything went as it was supposed to. However, I did find myself crying in like as soon as everybody left. And I think a lot of it had to do with me just not knowing what I'm listening to. You know, I'm hearing numbers and then I'm just fixated on that number because I'm pressuring myself, right? I'm like, oh my God, we have to be on the double digits. We have to do this. We can't do this a third round because I just don't know if I can, if I have it in me. Of course, if I have to, I will. But, you know, it was really comforting, though, that one of the technicians, she must have heard me weeping, that she knocked and checked up on me, and she, you know, allowed me to just completely outpour all these emotions, and she rest assured that everything's going to be okay. She got one of the doctors to come talk to me and to address any concerns or questions that I had, and I feel so much better. Another day, another RMA visit. All right, let's see what today's visit will bring. Okay. Hi, how are you? I'm good. How are you?
Good. So repetitive, right?
It's like, hey, guess what I'm doing today?
I remember when I did my retrieval, I was like, you get so in a rhythm and you're here so often, and then they're like, one more day, and then it's one more day. And you're like, okay.
Okay, here in the magical room, I'm gonna get checked. Gotta get into this real quick. Be right back. Okay, waiting on the doctor. The ultrasound. Yep. This probe goes in here to see what's going on in and around it.
What's up?
I
No problem. This will be cold, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Cold here. Lots of pressure.
More than just 5 or 6. I don't know if I'm emotional because the hormones are just because of the combination of everything. But yeah. It's not a question out there that's, you know, not to be asked or too dumb. Never feel that way. If you have a question, ask. I have to say I feel a lot more comforted and I feel a lot more assertive. And I'm confident on being in great hands. I never once have ever felt like I haven't been. Actually, I feel that I can be vulnerable and raw and honest because RMA has allowed me a space to be able to feel safe, to be seen, and to feel heard. So what I'm going to share with you on today's visit is the regular routine with a little sprinkle of the raw reality of what I went through today. And now I am very confident to know that I am on track and not to stress myself out, and that if I ever am feeling like this, I can always call on to my nurse or my doctor, and that's also reassuring for me too. It's that time again. Time to get my blood work done. Make sure that this is all correct. Initial all 3. Oh my goodness. Don't be scared. I'm so used to this by now. And off to get my ultrasound. Let's go. Step is the ultrasound room. Okay, I'm gonna sit down. And now the ultrasound. If you've missed it, this is what it looks like. And this goes inside to take a look at how my eggs are maturing, developing, growing. I do feel extremely bloated, so we'll see what they have to say after today's visit. Everybody, so good news. It looks like I can start my next medication. I'll list it here on what I'm taking currently now. I will say that I've noticed the significant bloating happening probably in the last 5 days, which is surprising because previously the way my body reacted to it was that I was bloating all around instantly when I first jumped on my medication, like on day 1. But I feel like, you know, yes, it is. I was getting, like, this is me not holding it in, you know? Me holding it in would be like that. And this is me just relaxed. So right now, definitely, if you really pay attention, the swelling is happening here. My eggs are getting big. The whole purpose of the medication is to create a safe fluid, to create a sac of fluid around the eggs while it's also getting bigger, making it easier for retrieval and suction. Out this time, last time I was pretty much a mess, and I think it's because my body was like, what is going on? Good morning, friends. Another day of blood work. I have a couple of questions. I'll fill you in a bit. I'm just waiting to get seen now by my doctor for my ultrasound check. Okay, so when I spoke to my nurse Anne on Friday, she asked me to go to the pharmacy to pick up my Follistin pen that would last me during the weekend. To my surprise, my low dose, I didn't have enough. I did leave a message yesterday when I was trying to administer it on Sunday. I was able to administer 33 units as opposed to the 50. I was able to administer the Follistin. I'm going to ask the doctor now and see if that's an issue. And hopefully when I talk to Anne, I'll find out more details too. This wand goes inside to take a look at the quality, the size of my egg, and the follicle, the sac around the egg.
Ready?
Yeah.
You feel the probe.
Mm-hmm. I had to talk to my nurse because over the weekend I realized that one of my medications was short than the prescribed order. Of course, the pharmacy wasn't open during that time, and it was really hard to get a hold of anyone, so I did what I thought would best be to still administer the medication to its max capacity that I had left in the vial, and luckily that was the best thing to do. And fortunately, I think the difference was like 5 or 6 mLs, and I know every little bit goes a long way, but in this situation, the amount of medication that I actually did administer, that went a long way. Based on my levels, everything's fine. I may be asked to do my trigger shot sooner than we anticipated. I don't know. I will keep you obviously up to date with all of that. I got my mask. I got my smile. I'm walking into RMA. This one's back to back. I went to get my blood work and eggs checked yesterday. got a call from my nurse and she told me to continue with the medications and to come today. So here we are. Let's see what happens. Hi, good morning. How are you?
Date of birth?
9584.
Blood work and ultrasound. You can go back.
Okay, thank you.
I know.
These are getting closer.
That's what it means.
So back-to-back visits mean that we're getting closer to possibly beginning the trigger shot.
So you're close to the trigger shot, okay? It could even be tonight, but I think you need one more night.
Okay.
But we'll call you when the blood test is back, okay?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome,
Thank
you're
you.
welcome.
You think I'd be jumping for joy, but after this ultrasound check, still not where I want to be. Of course, this is very stressful and taxing. So I got the call from my nurse today, and I'm going to pick up my last Folliston pen, and tomorrow lab work, ultrasound, and then trigger shot. Rainy day, early morning. We're gonna do blood work and ultrasound, because tonight we'll find out what time I start my trigger shot. I had to do an extra round. I had to go to the pharmacy to pick up an extra vial of 600 units of Folliston. I had to continue with my 50 units of microdose HCG and 1 shot of my Gallicin. We're gonna see what's happening today. I feel extremely bloated. You know the drill. Trying to put this on. It was really hard waking up today, especially going to bed so late. My trigger shot was at 12:40, past midnight, and nerve-wracking. I'll show you how it went. I was able to administer all 1 ml, but for some reason, and I'm so happy that 2 syringes and 2 needles and 2 drawing needles come in the package, because I definitely needed the second one. So it's exactly 12:20 a.m. Why is my trigger shot this late? Who knows? And I'm supposed to prepare it 20 minutes before. I don't know. Even though this is the second time around, it's still nerve-wracking. It's not going in me though. Thank goodness. Gotta draw up air all the way to the bottom of 1. I'm going to inject the air in. I'm going to tilt it and draw up 1, avoiding any bubbles. There we go. I'm going to inject this right in here. Do not shake, just swirl. Okay, we gotta try to get all of it. There's still some more. Oh boy, okay. Okay, hold up. Oh, sorry, with the long needle. Oh. With the long needle, we gotta draw it up. Oops. Okay. Yeah, that's how we'll get it. Not a minute too early, not a minute too late. Oh, I forgot how much this one burns.
You going to the gym in the morning?
Yeah, I gotta be up early to get my blood work done. And
What time's that?
Anytime between 6 a.m. and 8 a.m. So
Lord, you're right, that is early.
7:30 a.m. the day before retrieval. I have to get blood work done, and well, here we are again. So if you recall, I first got my egg retrieval back around early summer, and I gave myself some time so that I can mentally prepare and regroup and let my body, bounce back a little bit, because it is pretty tough when, you're used to a certain active lifestyle, but then you're kind of told you can't, because you got to protect the eggs. Now I'm back, right? And fall is here. Okay. Today is egg retrieval day. My parents came with me today. I have to say this has been quite an emotional journey. I'm sure y'all saw as I vlogged. Boyfriend can't be here today because with egg retrievals it's really hard to plan. They kind of told us, hey, trigger shot, and now it's happening Friday. He works, and as much as he would have loved to have been here, it's a 10-minute procedure between intake, the surgery, and then waking up. It's about an hour, a little over that. So I told him, just relax. I have my mom and dad. They weren't with me last time, so we're just sharing the experience. And yeah. Eat for retrieve. Oh no. There you go. I am extremely proud of my body and what I managed to collectively gather in both of my egg retrievals, and now I will not be doing a third. The goal is to be in the double digits, and we hit that mark this time around. And I'm super, super, super happy to just get back to my regular program. I still didn't have the bloatedness until after my procedure. You'll see the video. I look like I might be like a couple months pregnant. A lot of people were like, are you pregnant? I'm like, no, I cannot be pregnant. I had my eggs retrieved just a few days ago. The staff was incredible. One of the things that I have to say about this whole thing is that I'm extremely proud of the amount of people that have reached out to me to inquire. There are a lot of people who have also told me that they are in the process of getting their eggs frozen. Thanks for my sharing my journey. And to me, I didn't know how this was gonna go. I didn't know if it was gonna upset people. I didn't know people were gonna, have their negative ideas about all of this. And whether there have been or not, I haven't actually paid attention to that. What I have noticed, and it's hard for me not to notice, is the positivity that has poured into all of this. Knowing that I'm also not just educating my young women, but women my age as well, and also men out there. And that's the whole reason why I advocate this procedure, this exact treatment, for especially young women. I know that for career women, your life and your child is your passion, your career, and so many times we have to sacrifice that to have a family. And in this situation, there's no need to sacrifice that. You can take the time that you want and all the time that you need for this. The eggs do not go bad. The eggs are there. They are safe. RMA is an incredible facility. They have brought in a ton of babies into this world. I am very fortunate to be able to have collaborated with them and worked with them on this. Just so that you all know, full disclosure, I did have to pay for the pharmaceutical treatment, the medications. That was something that obviously they could not waive. Financially, it was a lot. I want to be as open and honest as possible. But every dime, penny, nickel, everything, every dollar that was put into this was well worth it. My downtime was well worth it. my set me back a little bit in my physical form was well worth it. And I have no fear now in the back of my mind of what if. There is no what if. It's more like when. And if when, you know? And I think that that's beautiful for people to be able to have. I read an article recently, Jennifer Aniston mentioned that while she was married to Brad Pitt, she was trying to have a baby. Contrary to what everyone else believed their divorce was that she didn't want to have children and that he did. No, she openly shared that she wanted to and she was trying and she couldn't. And when she was trying to do this with IVF, she realized that her eggs weren't the best nor healthiest, and she wishes that she would have known and heard about egg freezing much sooner, because that's an option she would have done when she was a lot younger versus in her middle to late 30s. And as we get older, we all know everything kind of starts to, and that's okay, because that's the facts of life, and that's the beautiful thing about growing older. However, for people who have had complications, or people with dreams of having a child, whether it's with a partner or alone, this route is very important. Women such as Jennifer Aniston are using their voices now to voice out a topic that needs to be talked about even more, and not just a sad one like the one that she had to share, which many sadly women have had to experience because no one had ever told them. I know that for me, I live a very healthy, active life, and I was completely surprised when I didn't have the double digit that I wanted for my first egg retrieval. But that was the wake-up call reality that I was really, really, really stressing the fact that it is never too late. So don't be afraid by age, because you can be 22 and have, the eggs of a 42-year-old, or vice versa, be 42 and have the eggs of a 22-year-old, but not take in consideration the options that you do have. And if you don't know what your options are, then you don't know what to choose. So at least with me sharing this with you, I hope that you can weigh your options. This was my second journey. For more detailed story about it, you can hear it on my podcast, A Girl Talks. I have all these links on my description box here. And make sure to subscribe to my YouTube for more videos. Take care. Bye.